Guys, my name is Jessica and welcome to Makeup Misfit, and today I have my deck of panning update. Last month I refreshed this project, which meant 5 new cards, 5 new products, and today I'm going to sit and chat about those with you guys and see where this project is going to take us over the next little while. So I have the prompts that I pulled in front of me, so if I look down that's what I'm looking at, and then I also have the game board sitting there as well. So if I'm looking down, that's what I'm looking at. But let's get into this update. So first, I had rolled in the Jack of Diamonds, which was a liquid or cream product, and I pulled in my Cover FX Custom Enhanced drops in Celestial. I had a usage goal on this. I don't remember if it was 5 or 10. However, I went to go try and use it at one point, but it is just old, gloopy, and time to throw it away. So I did not get any usage on it, but that's okay. It's gonna go. We're gonna pretend she was never here, and it's just time to finally get rid of her. Next, I rolled in the 6 of Hearts, which was collecting cobwebs, so something that's been hanging out in your collection for quite a while. I did have quite a few things to choose, but I went with my Solstice palette from Viseart. Now, there's only 6 shades left in this palette, and maybe about half of those are from the original Solstice palette. The others are from the Warm Edits palette, I want to say. So what my goal was just to hit pan in this shade right here because there was already a dip started. It would have been a bonus if I could reach for every shade in this palette one time, which doesn't seem like a lot, but I did not do that. The only time I reached for this palette was to use this shade here. And I know you guys can't see from back there, but I have the babiest of pans right there. And that isn't enough for me. This took 2 uses, 2 uses after hanging around for probably about 2 years, and I had hit pan. So I was quite excited about it. I may have used it one time after that to try and expand that itty bitty pan, but I have not reached for it since. So I still don't know what I want to do with this palette. I was expecting it to take a little bit longer than that. So maybe I'll have to throw this into another project to get a little bit more of an idea of where I'm sitting at with this. But for now, this is getting rolled out and back to collecting some cobwebs. Then I rolled in the 3 of Clubs, which was no pan left behind, and I decided my Natasha Denona Triochrome palette would be perfect for this prompt. Now, there's 15 shades in here, and to use every shade no pan left behind style, one time each, and I've completed some of that. So this bottom row right here, I actually have used every shade one time. I did a look with that, but it was like only a couple of days ago. So I still have these top 2 rows to go, 10 more shades. When I did this look, so I had already set my lids, and then I realized that this was like a lid setting shade, and I normally don't include those into projects because I just use them up one at a time. However, I did top it on top. I blended it up to my brow bone, and then I went in with the rest of the shade. So I put these 2 in the crease. This was kind of like in my inner corner, and then I put this all over the lid, and I don't like how it looked. So what I ended up doing was taking a shimmer, I believe from my Nude Prism palette, and I put that on top just to make it look a little bit better. And that's what I ended up doing. So I think I did enjoy these shades together. However, I did not like that one on the lid with this. Maybe if I had done it with more of the purples, I would have liked it a little bit better, but I did not like the combination of those 5 or 4, I guess, together. So I do have 2 more rows to go, 10 more shades, so hopefully that's only 2 more looks. I'm hoping next month, but you know how that goes. So I'm going to say it might take me a couple more months, but that's okay. She'll hang around for a while. As long as she's getting a little bit of use, that's all that matters. So after that, I rolled in the 7 of Clubs, which was nostalgic, and I rolled in my next single in 10, just 10. Okay. So I rolled this in because when I first started working at a drugstore, it was Shoppers Drug Mart actually, I was 15, and at some point we ended up starting to carry NYX, so this just brought me back to way back when. This is like old packaging, that whole thing. So I wanted to use this 7 times. You can see that there's a little bit of usage going on in there. I use this as an inner corner most time, or each time I used it, and I have completed the 7 uses. So I did enjoy this as an inner corner. I was able to blend it out nicely. I would like to maybe try it all over the lid, but I'm thinking that's something more for like winter time, and maybe even possibly doing it on the lower lash line now that I think about it. I never actually thought about that till now. But I am happy to say the 7 uses have been completed, so this one's going to be rolled out as well. Then last but not least, the 10 of diamonds was influencer, collab slash brand, and my only choice left was the ABH Amrezy palette. I didn't have any ultimate goals with this. I just wanted to play around for the month, see what I gravitated towards, what I enjoyed, and then hopefully I would have been able to make a decision on what I wanted a goal to be at this update. Now, the palette's still looking the same. This is what she looks like. And it did take me a little bit of time to actually reach for this palette because I kind of forgot about it. But once I started reaching for it, the only shade I really actually have used so far is this shade right here, OG. Now last year in Pan Those Eyeshadows, I had this shade rolled in. However, obviously I don't have Pan in it. I started working on those 2 shades right here. That's why there's Pan. But this is the one that I've been reaching for, and I actually like that one all over the lid. I've worn this and just paired a shimmer on top of it, and I have really enjoyed it. So I'm thinking I'm just going to focus on this shade here. Now I'm not expecting to hit Pan, but I'm thinking of throwing a usage goal on it. It's for the number 10, right? So maybe I'll do 10 uses. I'll use the shade OG 10 times. And a part of me wants to pull in these 2 as well. I remember wearing these 3 together and really enjoying it. So I think what I want to do is use these shades. However, I'm not expecting myself to use the 2 shimmers 10 times because I'm probably going to pair this with a shimmer from my Nude Prism palette. But I would like to try and get a little bit of use on here. I'm not going to set a number, but something. As long as I can use them 1 time each, I will be happy. So I think that's what my goal is. 10 uses for OG and then 1 use each for Barb and Cupcake, even if that's all in one look. I'm sure I might do that more often, but I just want to try and show a little bit of love to this palette. I should probably spread the love a little bit further on in it, but it is what it is for now, and I can always pull this into something else later on. So with that being said, I am getting rid of 1, 2, 3 prompts. So I will be rolling in 3 brand new cards. So I have my deck of cards right here. So we are going to shuffle. Now the Joker has to stay in here. Both of them are in here. You just saw me take everything out of the deck or out of the box. We're going to shuffle a little bit, see what my next prompts are going to be. I'm kind of excited to see. She switches the board up every month, as you already know. It's just the face cards stay the same. I wish I could do a better job at shuffling today. Today's weather was so weird. It was like hot, and then it was just like downpour out of nowhere this afternoon, and then it's just been raining on and off. But the rain hasn't stuck around for too long, and then the sun comes out and it like burns you for like 30 seconds and then it goes away. I don't know. I want to go outside and read after this though, so I'm hoping the rain will stay away for a little bit. Oh, I thought I saw a card the other way. Okay, 1, 2 more times, and then I'm going to pull the top 3 cards off of the top of the deck. Who's excited for July 25th? If you don't know, I'm bringing back a project and I am so excited about it. Let me know down below if you're curious. Okay, I have my cards all shuffled. I'm going to pull up the board. All right. I have the Queen of Hearts. I have the 3 of Hearts and the 4 of Hearts. All right, all hearts. That's not so bad. So the Queen of Hearts is pick your space. So I believe it has to be a space within whatever the actual suit is. So I have to pick another heart. So I'm still sticking with the hearts. So 3 of Hearts and 4 of Hearts are going to be out. 3 of Hearts is represent another project. So that's fun. 4 of Hearts is highlight. So that's awesome. Okay. 2 of Hearts is nostalgic. I just rolled that out. Ooh. 5 of Hearts is matches eye color. 6 of hearts is sentimental, 7 is copycat, 6 is matches, or 8, sorry, is matches shirt, but it's white. 9 is a letter, and 10 is a fragrance. Oh geez, I don't know what I want to work on. My eye color is green. I'm wearing a white shirt. I could do a letter, however, I would exclude probably eyeshadows from that. I have my pan those eyeshadows organized by letter, but those are just the ones that are eligible for that project. I could do fragrance, maybe. I just pulled one in to 50 Shades of Brown, and I do have my advent calendar. Copycat, sentimental, matches eye color, or nostalgic. I don't know if I want to do nostalgic because I was having a bit of a hard time last time. And I don't really want to keep this in anymore. I want to switch something new out. Okay, so I'm thinking either matches eye color or sentimental. So that's either something green or something that's sentimental. So I'm gonna go take a look at my collection. I'm gonna find something for represents another project, a highlight, and I will come back with the third product, whatever that may be. Okay, I will be right back. Well, that took so long. So, okay. I was really kind of struggling with trying to figure out what to pull into this project. So I'm going to go back to the prompts here. I had pulled in 3 different hearts. The queen, which was to pick your own space, but it has to be with the same suit. The 3 and the 4 of hearts. So the 3 of hearts was to represent another project, and that's actually the one that took me so much time. I thought I had an idea, but then I wasn't quite sure and I didn't know what to do. So I was on the search. I pulled up YouTube and I saw that Still Steph has just posted or at this point when I'm filming it, she just posted an update for That's 2000's Project Pan, which is a Fantastic Ladies collab. I am a part of that group. So I decided to go with that. So I was watching her update to see what the prompts were. What she's been using, what she was rolling in, sorry for spoiling, her project. And then I decided that the prompts that she pulled in, I maybe was going to use, but I wanted to see what the rest of the list was. So I pulled it up and I decided to use one of the prompts off of that project. Now that project is created by Samar, also known as First Time Panner. I do follow her, so I will have her and Still Steph both linked down below. So feel free to go check them out. And I already had this palette pulled off to the side because I knew I wanted to include it into this project. I just didn't know how. I didn't know which prompt it was going to be for, but I've decided that it's going to be for this prompt right here. So I am representing the That's 2000's Project Pan, and the prompt that I'm pulling from that project is Mean Girls, which is something pink. Steph did have this one in her project, and when I had heard it, I figured this is probably something I would go for. Now, oddly enough, it's not a pink palette, but I am pulling in my Ensley Rein Groovy Garden palette, and there is one shade in here that is pink. That is this one right here. I have used it once or twice already before. And I do have it swatched out on my arm right here. It's transferring up. And I did have it on my finger, but it is kind of gone. It is flaky, so I'm not going to swatch it out again. But it is stunning. So that is how I'm pulling in my Groovy Garden palette. I want to get a little bit more love on this. I've only used it twice, I think. I've used it twice. So hopefully I can pull in a few more shades, get a look going. I don't want to hit pan, but it is flaky, so I don't know if that's going to happen. But I think what I'm going to do is just pull it in for... Do I want to do it? Oh, come back. I think this is prompt number, where is it? Oh, 29. Yeah, no, I don't want 29 uses. And I feel like 3 uses, you know what? It is very, maybe I'll just use it for 3 uses. Simple. I can probably do that. We'll see how much damage I can get in that shade in 3 uses. Like I said, it's very flaky, so we'll have to see. But I'm excited to get a little bit more love on this palette. I do adore it so far. Next was the 4 of Hearts, which is highlight, which I'm trying to find. Right here. I am pulling in my MAC highlighter. This is in Double Gleam. I bought this back at Christmas time. I do have a little bit of usage going on it right now, so I just want to create more of a dip. I do really enjoy this highlighter. I don't use it all of the time, but I was definitely reaching for it a lot when I first got it, when normally I just kind of like let things sit because I find they're just too pretty to use. So I do want to create a dip in this highlighter. I don't know how long that's going to take because I am working on a couple of other ones, but I feel like over the summer I can kind of make my highlighters go a little bit further with wearing them on my shoulders and my collarbone and, you know, all that kind of stuff, wearing it on my body. So it's not gonna be a body highlight necessarily, but I feel like I'll be able to get some use on this over the next couple of months, and we'll just have to see how long it's gonna take to actually create a dip in this shadow. Then the Queen of Hearts was to pick a space that represented that same suit. So I decided to go with the 5 of Hearts. So I've got 3, 4, and 5 going, and 5 of Hearts was matches eye color. Now my eye color is green, hence all the green swatches on my arm. I was going through my eyeshadow palettes. I have the Beauty Bay Earthy palette, the pastel palette. I even have a couple greens from here swatched out. I was so tempted to use this as that prompt, but I didn't know what I wanted to do. This shimmer right here, this one right here, is from Ensley, and I want to say it's this green from Ensley as well. I don't know. I was like so back and forth. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Some of these are in Panda's eyeshadows, so then I was like, nope, I'm not going to do that just in case they get rolled in. And like I said, I was sitting there watching Still Steph's update, and she had rolled in some gel nail polish, and I was like, why don't I roll in a nail polish? So because it's summer, and at least with summer, I love the bright neon colors, I was like, I need to find a bright green nail polish, and I sure have one called Here for the Payday. Don't mind the messy bottle. I love this nail polish so much. So I am so excited to throw this into this project and show it a little more love. I'm actually going to do my nails tonight. Not in this. Maybe one nail. We'll see. I wasn't planning on using this. I was planning something else in my head. So maybe the next time I do them, which is probably going to be like over the weekend or in a week or so, I will dip into this one. But I am so excited for it. So I'm going to throw 5 uses onto Here for the Payday, and I swatched out all of these eyeshadows for absolutely nothing, but that's okay. I'm gonna go wash my arm off because they are transferring all the way up my arm, and I'm really excited. So hopefully I can get a few more uses in on my triochrome palette, use the top 2 rows here because that's all that's left. I'm going to focus in on my amrezy palette and use the shade OG, and I would like to pair it with these 2 shades at least once, or use those 2 shades once in some sort of way. And I think I had did I have a usage goal on here? I'll have to watch this back and find out because I don't remember. And then my 3 new products that I'm rolling in, the Groovy Garden palette for my pink shade right there, my highlighter for the highlights, and my Here for the Payday neon green creme nail polish for matches eye color. I would love it if my eyes were this color. I think that would be amazing. So that is everything. I think this was a pretty decent update, getting to roll in 3 brand new products out of 5. So hopefully we can keep this up over the next few months and keep rolling some things in and out of this project to keep it interesting. But like I said, I will have still stuff and some more or first time panner linked down below. So please go check them out if you are curious at all. And that is it for this update. Sorry the last half was a little rambly. It is what it is. It's getting a little late. I need to go eat dinner. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. And I will see you guys all later. Bye.